everybody! Hi, Miss Turner. Thank you for asking me to speak to the group. My name is Nancy Clark. I am a wife and a mother in North Garland, and I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And what that means is that I can buy skincare and makeup products from Mary Kay at a wholesale price and then resell them to my customers and my clients at a higher price and keep the difference. And I provide a service of matching colors and educating on how to use the products and helping you find the right products for you. And then in addition to doing that and selling products, I also have a team of women that I lead. Here comes Evan now.
Can I see more noodles?
Yeah. Come here, come say hi. Come say hi. Come here.
Who are you calling?
I'm on a video, see? There's Evan. You say hi.
Hi.
Hi,
I
some more
really
soup.
love you.
You really love who?
You and I really want some more soup.
Okay. I've also chosen to give myself a promotion to become a senior sales director and drive a free car with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And so basically what that means is in addition to having my own customers and my own friends and family members that buy skincare and makeup from me for themselves and for Christmas gifts and everything else, I also have a team of women that have joined my team, and they are wanting my career. So I'm teaching them how to do it and helping them get their own businesses going and how to be successful with that at whatever level they want to do, just a little bit or a whole lot, part-time, full-time, whether they want to drive a free car like me or whether they just want to make a couple extra $100 a month or whatever it may be. So that's my career, and it's really, really fun. Basically, we have facials and parties and manicures all the time and go on girls' weekends out of town and drive pink cars. So it's pretty exciting. Thanks for asking. Okay, so Miss Turner asked me to talk a little bit about the real Mary Kay. And she was a real woman, and she was a Texan, and she was what I like to think of as a visionary. And a visionary is someone who dreams good dreams about the future. And so she wanted to invent, after her life experiences and the way things were for her with her life and her history, she wanted to create something different for the generations of the future. So that's me, and that's you. And that's Miss Turner, so hi. But basically she wanted to invent a new game where the rules were fair and where the rules were good for girls. And so that's why she came up with Mary Kay Cosmetics. She wants us to live by the golden rule, which means you do for others what you wish someone would do for you. And she wanted us to put our what's right and how we feel about our faith first, then our families, and lastly, our careers, which is very different from most of the world. And then she wanted us to always keep in mind that every person that you come in contact with, they have an invisible sign around their neck that says, make me feel like I'm important. And so that's what she taught all of us. And this is a really neat company where it's kind of the opposite of anything I've ever experienced out in the work world, where if you want to do well and you want to get ahead and you want to make money and you want to get a promotion, you have to think about others instead of yourself. And you have to be giving towards other people before you can get basically anything that you're after. And so that goes very well with my personal philosophy and with my heart and with a lot of other women that I know, and it's really fun to be part of a culture like that. That's not self-serving or selfish, but others serving and others focused. So I love that. I really began selling Mary Kay Cosmetics part-time on top of working full-time, having an 18-month-old son at home, and also I was back in college again taking classes at Collin County. And so yes, I was very busy, but a good friend of mine suggested that I'd be good at it, and she knew how much I wanted to stay home with my son and not work at a typical job with long hours. but she knew that I needed to contribute to my family's income as well. So she knew I wanted to basically be a stay-at-home mom without stepping out of the workforce entirely and without losing that income. And so she suggested that I check it out, and so I did. That was 2.5 years ago. I literally devoted about 3 hours a week to it for 6 or 8 months, and then I was able to quit my full-time job. I took 1 semester off of my college career to see if I could become a sales director and earn a free car at the same time, and it worked. So that's been my career path, and it's been pretty quick, but people do it faster, and it's just been very liberating and exciting. Another thing that's changed a lot is that I get to drive a free car. So before I owned my own business, I didn't have my own car for several years. My husband and I shared one car, and if I needed to get to the store or the playground with the baby, I would take the bicycle. And so, yes, owning my own car and having my own extra finances for the things that I want that maybe weren't in the budget before is really exciting too. I would really probably say, though, that the biggest thing that has changed is my level of joy and confidence in my life because of the freedom and getting to be my own boss. It's been really life-changing, and it's kind of affected every portion of my entire life, all my relationships, my entire future, and just really has helped me to blossom as a person. So, to discuss some fears or some challenges that may have kind of been obstacles when I first got started with my business, I will say that not having a lot of free time was my number one obstacle. So, on top of working full time, I was also in college, and I also had an 18-month-old little son. So I was pretty busy. So thinking I don't have time for anything else on my plate, that was probably accurate. But when you want something different, or you want something more in your life, whether it might be to be on a new sports team or to babysit, I'm just thinking about things in your age group that you would relate to. And in the near future, maybe taking extra courses to finish high school early, or maybe finishing college fast, or having a part-time job while you're in college. Basically, if you want something more in your life, you have to require more of yourself. And so for a short time, I probably did more than one person could probably handle. But for a short period of time, we can do almost anything. We're girls, and we are very tough, and we can surprise ourselves by being capable of more than we thought we were. So I would say not having a lot of time was probably my number one obstacle at first. And then this one might surprise you, but I was a little bit embarrassed. I know that sounds kind of strange, but because of everything that's happened, but I was a little bit embarrassed about starting something new. What if I didn't do well? What if I failed? Or what if I just flaked out and just didn't do the work? People would be looking at me, and they might know that I didn't do a good job, or that I didn't stick with my decision. So I was a little bit embarrassed about that. And also, I'm an artsy girl. I went to art college, and I'm very, kind of different and eccentric and fun and wild. And my image of Mary Kay in my mind was of older women that were just very, very different from me. And so I felt a little hesitant about that as well. But then I figured out that when you own your own business, it's your own, and you get to do it your way. And that can be whatever you want it to be. So it doesn't have to be Mary Kay. If you walk dogs or you babysit, that's your business, and you can do it whatever way works well for you and works with your personality. And so I overcame that obstacle as well by learning how to kind of move into this career and make it my own. And also, the success was so fun and so exciting that I stopped caring what other people thought. I was having too much fun to worry about it. So those were two obstacles that I feel were probably the most important ones that I was able to overcome with help and with action. I always say fear, there's a cure for fear, and it's action. So when you're afraid, don't freeze. do something and be brave, and then you're likely to get that momentum going, and then it's kind of contagious that you want to keep on going with your momentum. So, do I have advice for girls that are wanting to be self-employed? Yes, I do. My advice is start now. You are not too young to make a difference, and you are not too young to make something that you can sell or provide a service which you can charge a little bit for. And the purpose is not to make $1 million. However, you could start a college fund. The purpose is to help you grow in those skills and in that confidence, and it is not too soon to start. So think about what could you make and sell, or what service could you provide. And then to truly be an entrepreneur, it doesn't exclusively apply to business owners or people that sell anything. It can also apply to volunteer coordinators and people that take the initiative and accept the risk to manage or basically pretty much anything. So if you are strong with initiative and you're good at getting things started, and you are okay with a little bit of risk of possibly losing time, maybe not having something work out, then you already are an entrepreneur. Isn't that exciting? So my advice is start now, and start small if you have to. But everyone needs this in their life as one aspect of a full life, and you will learn so much from it. I can't even tell you how much you will learn from it, and you'll be so glad that you did. So my advice about direct sales specifically may be very helpful, because you'll be doing that. That's simply when you buy a product at one price and sell it at another, and you either keep the difference or use the difference for a cause. So you're going to be doing that with your cookies. So I want to change the wording. When we're selling a product in direct sales, you're not going to be pushy. You're going to be enthusiastic. So when you're excited about your cause, you're excited about your product, you're thinking about how the person who's purchasing these is going to be affected. First of all, they want to participate in your success. They want to say that they brought Girl Scout cookies. And two, they love your cookies. So it's a win-win situation. So don't think of it as being pushy. Think of it as being excited and enthusiastic, and that will sell a lot more cookies. Secondly, set your goals really, really high. Just think of it this way. If you're throwing a ball and you're trying to throw it this high, you know that's about where it's going to land. If you're trying to throw it this high, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but can't you see it's going to go a lot higher than it would have? So set your goal for how many cookies you're going to sell and how much of a difference and an impact you're going to make. Set that goal really, really, really high, and then go after it with all your heart. And utilize the people that are already in your world. Your family, your friends, they all know people, and they all know people. They all would be willing to take a Girl Scout cookie order sheet up to their work, up to their school where they teach, what have you, and help you out. So don't forget about the people that are already in your world. They're going to be very inclined to help you. And my closing remarks about being an empowered woman, an empowered girl, are very, very basic. I am fully committed to making sure that I don't tear other women down with negative comments, but that I build them up with genuine compliments, and that I take the time to notice the good in them, and I find the bravery in the words to say it to them as often as I can. And that's something I take very, very seriously. And I think that that is the key to being empowered as a woman, is that we take the responsibility to empower one another. And that we choose to do that by refusing to participate in any negative comments about another person. But that we instead focus our energy on growing our skill at noticing the good in others. And so I want to give you a challenge. By the end of today, I want you to find 5 people. So that would probably be before you go to bed tonight. You might only have a couple of hours left. 5 people every single day, actually, not just today, but every single day, that you can give them a genuine and honest and heartfelt compliment from the bottom of your heart. And there's a second part to it. When you catch yourself saying something bad about yourself, it doesn't have to be a big deal, but let's just say you find your right shoe, but you're tearing up the whole closet and you can't find the left one, and you start to scream out loud, "Oh, I'm such a mess." I want you to just stop. Stop and think of 2 good things that are true about you. And then I want you to say those out loud. And I think that this is just a real, honest, true way to change the whole world, one person at a time. But I can't do it alone. So can I have your help? Everybody say yes. Oh, I think I can hear you. Thanks again for letting me be part of this. Thanks, Miss Turner, and have a wonderful night. Bye, girls.